So delighted to be joined by Jimmy Joe Flint, who will be fighting at the Magna Center in Rotherham this Saturday against Kyle Boyd. Jimmy Joe, how are you?
Yeah, I'm all good. Thank you, mate. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, no worries at all, pal. So obviously in your last fight, you fought Campbell Hatton. You're probably sick to death as talking about it now. But obviously it was the biggest fight of your career. Obviously you got that win, unanimous decision on points. What was actually going through your head though, as that fight was sort of unfolding?
Yeah, like you say, it was the biggest fight of my career up to date, but I believe that Saturday night is also a bigger fight than what that was because if anything goes wrong in the process there, then the future, who knows what will happen. So I need to get the win Saturday night, overlooking no one, and it's one fight at a time. During the Hatton fight is just you know, you say what you're gonna do and you think you know what you're gonna do, but once you're in there, it's just hit and not be it, or hit, take a shot and hit back even harder. It's one of them ones, isn't it?
So obviously Campbell's now training with Ben Davidson, having shared the ring with him, obviously previously in the last fight. How far do you think you can sort of go in the sport?
Listen, I won't throw anyone under the bus, and it's one of them ones. He's left his team. It's down to him on his thing, and hopefully we can make the fight happen again in a couple more fights' time. I'm sure he's willing for redemption kind of thing, and it was one of them fights. It'd be good to do it again, but like I say, we both need to get a couple of wins under our belt and take it from there.
So obviously moving on to your upcoming fight against Kyle Boyd, you've stuck with Jason Cunningham as your main trainer. How important of a role has he played over these last sort of few months for yourself?
Yeah, Jace is unbelievable, mate. Anything that I need, or if I've got any queries, I just give him or Steffi a call, and within minutes that's sorted. I've got no better people to ask. They've both been there and done it all. Jason, he's been in the big fights. He's had the big fight weeks. So it's just comes second to none, mate. It's really good, and then they both put a lot into me, which I'm very grateful for.
Obviously, I've seen the graph that you've been putting in, obviously in this camp, every Saturday on the hill sprints. How do you sort of feel now, obviously, days before the fight?
Yeah, it's just one of them. Once you know you've done everything in the build up to the fight and everything you can possible, 110% throughout camp. I believe it's already written Saturday night. It's in God's hands now. I've done the best I can to prepare. I'm sure Kyle's done exactly the same in the best way he can to prepare. So it's just two gladiators collide Saturday night, and what will be will be.
Do you sort of think there's any attributes that you bring to the fight that Kyle doesn't, or
Uh, Not necessarily, mate. As long as I bring the best me, I believe I can beat anyone on the day. Like I say, I've done everything in the build up and everything that we've worked on throughout camp in the gym and in sparring. I take that into the fight. I believe I can beat anyone on my day.
so the IBO Intercontinental title is on the line for this fight. Does that give you extra motivation to go out there and win? Or
Yeah, most definitely. Like you don't go into a fight to lose either way, but it's something else. There's something there to be won. Another belt to bring back to my little girl and my family would be very nice. Also puts me in the rankings elsewhere and for future fights, and it'll put me in a really good position if I get this fight won.
do you sort of have any like specific titles or goals you want to reach in the sport, or is it just sort of take every fight as it comes?
Just take it, obviously one fight at a time. But I think when you walk into a gym as a young lad, every boxer's dream, well, every British boxer's dreams, obviously the Lord Lonsdale belt, the British title.
Yeah.
But like you say, one fight at a time, and one day you never know.
Now, Jimmy, finally, what kind of performance can we expect from yourself on the 29th of June?
a dominant performance, and I believe we get the job done. I don't know how, I don't know when. A win's a win, and I believe if I take everything into the fight, what we've been doing in the build-up, we'll get the win.
Jimmy, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Cheers, mate.